most people, when they look at their own businesses, there's too many people looking at things short-term, tactfully, and looking at tactics. What can I do to increase my profits? What can I do to get the bottom line up this year? Otherwise, I'm not going to survive. There is very few businesses that take a long-term strategy and say, okay, this is what we're going to do over a 3-year period, over a 5-year period. We're going to try and build our customer base based on the relationships that we're going to be building, as opposed to just the bottom line. Thank you very much, let's have your money. If I told you 80% of businesses, when they take the money off the client or the customer, as far as they're concerned, we've got the money, you've got the goods and services, our relationship is ended. The smart 20% are the ones saying, right, this is the start of the relationship. What can we do today, tomorrow, next week, and the next month? What can we do to make them fall in love with us? And most of the clients that I work with, I say to them, the moment you acquire a customer, do a 90-day challenge. In the next 90 days, what can you do with your customers to make them fall in love with you? What can you give them in more service, in more backup, in more know-how, whatever product or service they bought, so they really love you to pieces. So don't go out there and brag about you. Those are your best referral systems that you're going to get anywhere in the world. What are you guys doing here? Just tell me, amongst yourself, in your own table, I'll give you a quick 5 minutes to see what you can do to adopt for every new customer that you get. What can you do to make them fall in love with you for 90 days? For 90 solid days that you really, really go over, you bend over backward until you can really get them singing your praise everywhere they go. I'll give you a quick 5 minutes, just have a chat through the table. One person per table. What's the idea? What's the idea? One person share their idea. What are we going to do for 90 days? Yes, Taj.
So, in my letting agency, where we rent out rooms. Want to do anything else? Just the wrong meeting. So in our letting agency, where we're renting out rooms, so one of the things is that we talk about creating a kind of social environment for people that may be new to town, they're there for the first time, helping them kind of meet other people, a social evening, maybe chutney and chat. And maybe a pizza one evening or something, just kind of helping them build their community and relationships. Which is, once we move, we'll move, normally we'll buy and don't hear from you again.
Excellent. Well done. Next table. Any volunteers? There we go. Yeah, yeah.
Well, I said like this to 90% of the Asian community. Reinstallation, for example, like washing machines have transit bolts inside, and if you don't take transit bolts out, it can't go. So we can free installation for all our washing machines, and you know. And I was just speaking to a gentleman here, and he goes, "Do you follow that up?" I said, "No, I don't follow that up." So after speaking to the young gentleman, he told me to follow up for a 3-month period. Ask him, "How'd you get on? How's our service? Do you know?" After all that, ask him, "Do you know anybody who wants a washing machine?"
They should be doing the selling for you. I'm just going to go off track here, because I'm going to share something about this industry, because I've brought up in this industry. There's one person now up in the back doing too well. I worked within the electrical industry for many, many years ago, so I understand this industry better than anybody else. The typical, and I'm going to try and make it as general as possible so you can all get an idea how you can adopt it into yours. We worked with a firm of retailers down south, going back about 12 years ago. They were having similar, I think about 6 or 7 branches, and they were having problems trying to get fresh customers in. And part of what we did was, on the 90 days of making the customer fall in love with you, was as soon as somebody came into your premises, we would have reports for washing machines, reports for fridge freezers, reports for microwaves, and what we'd have, like a league table. These are top 10 microwaves, these are top 10 televisions, these are top 10 videos, and these are the top 10. And then next to that, we would have then the life expectancy of some. Let's just take cookers, for instance. Here's the top 5 manufacturers in cookers. If you have this cooker, this has a 5-year life on average. This one has a 3-year life. This one has a 6-year life. This one has a 7-year life. This one has a 4-year life. So each time somebody would buy something, we would give them a report. So we would say, look, here's a free kettle for you. Instead of paying £29 for a kettle, can we give you a free kettle? Can you just give me 2 minutes of your time? Can I ask you, how old is your cooker? Oh, it's 3 years old. How old is your television? 2 years old. Ask for any major appliances so you're taking information off them. In return, give them a kettle or something. Once you've got that information, you can then give them a report for the cookers, a report for the television. Somebody might be saying, well, I don't need a TV, my TV's perfect. But when they look at the report, my TV's only got a 4-year life. I've had it 6 years, so I've got to start looking for another one. So what are you doing now? You're educating your customers, you're educating your clients to be switched on. Hang on, I better start looking for another TV, because this is likely to come out in another few months. So what are you doing to educate your customer to keep coming back to you? And part of the thing what we would do is every month, every 6 weeks, we phone that customer up and we say, oh, by the way, we've just had a special offer on whatever, if it wasn't kettles, it was toasters, because kettles, toasters and irons are the 3 common things that literally you replace at least once a year, once every 18 months. So those were ideal things that we would buy in bulk and give them away literally at cost without making money, just to make contact. So every 6 weeks we phone up. So by the way, we just bought 2 container loads of these irons at the moment, and you can have them at cost. What I'll do is, if you just say yes, I'll put one by and I'll put it under the counter for you. So next time you're up here, each time they come in to pick up an appliance, you're giving them a cost, you give them a cup of coffee, you build that relationship. Always give them a report or give them something, whatever information you already gathered on there. You then look and say, okay, they're going to need a washing machine in 3 months' time, 6 months' time. What you don't want them doing is going into comics, or even though comics not there any longer, curries or your rivals. So you need to be focusing on building your relationship with them on a one-to-one basis. The more tighter your relationship is, the more they're going to go and tell somebody else when somebody's in the need for those appliances or whatever. How many people are here in the catering business, in the restaurant? Yeah? Okay, well, I shan't give you an example on that. So what do you guys get on the table?
So the big thing I took from what you did is, the first thing you did, which is you went and asked the customers what they felt. And I know sometimes customers don't like to complain. I mean, you come to a restaurant, you don't complain, but you infiltrated the customers, and that was a big thing you did there, which people don't do with that.
This table, anyone?
Yeah, what we're talking about is how we need to make sure we keep in contact with the customer. Once we provided a product or service, every couple of weeks, give them a credit score, find out how they're doing, happy with the service. If they are, just ask them, do you know 1 or 2 people who also benefit from the service too? Okay, because at the end of the day, we need to build a rapport. They might be doing something that would probably benefit your friends or family in the future. So it's very important that we build a strong rapport with the customer and always keep them happy. And that way they stay longevity as well.
Excellent. Instead of asking them, especially in the 90 days, what you don't ask for is referrals, ask for other customers, because you're going to weaken the relationship. What you want to be doing in that 90 days, give. Don't ask.
Well, all I'm doing is I'm
No. What you do, in the 90 days, the whole idea is just to fall in love with you. So they do the promotion for you, not ask them. It's human nature for us to, supplicate. Anybody on the table?
Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me at the back? I'm at the back, so you must be at the front. I'm John Upton. Some of you might remember my 2 cans of Vimto, 2 trays of Vimto from the Coffee and Natter. I've been asked to talk about jelly babies. Yeah, everybody thinks I'm mad, but jelly babies are important. I have a habit when I've got a new customer of introducing a bag of jelly babies to the table. This tells me a lot about the customer. First of all, if he doesn't share them, I know he's a mean bugger. I think back, oh no, you can still hear me. And watch the way they eat them. If they bite the legs off first, I think they're quite a gentle person. If they bite the heads off, I worry it'll be my head that gets bitten off next time. If they throw the jelly baby in whole and chomp around like a cement mixer, I know future discussions are going to go on and on and on. And if they don't open the bag of jelly babies, or they give it back to you, they're not the kind of person I want to do business with. So that's the jelly baby theory.
Anybody on this table?
Anybody like some gold? We all love gold, but how about if you buy some gold, then we give you some free gold if you refer others?
Excellent, excellent. One of the things in the gold business is, what we're doing is selling something, just hypothetically, if we get a spoon here, and the value of that spoon is gold plated, hypothetically, say the cost for you to buy in, say, is a quid, 100 quid, sorry, 100 quid and you sell it for 200 quid, 150, whatever the thing. Anything to entice the customer with your first deal. I'll give you an example, somebody buying diamonds. If you get somebody to buy into a diamond as an investment, and diamonds are small, and you do it at cost or below cost, so what you're doing is trying to get people onto your buying list. What they do with that diamond is then gives you an opportunity to send a catalog to them. And the cheapest thing you have in there is £500, £600, and what you say, you just paid me those £9 for that diamonds. But the moment you decide to buy something out of them, if you have 50 back, you're making £50 profit on that diamond. You have in there nothing under 150 quid. So if they don't have to spend that, because that diamond and so on is now good, it's so small, so minute. Sorry, anybody else? Any tables there? Yes, we've got tables over here. Anybody on this table? There we go.
I'm cheating because actually I'm a training company that specialises in customer service.
Oh, excellent.
I would say there's many things you can do. One is to literally correspond with them and say thank you for your custom, but with a lead magnet. It's very, very key to do that and know exactly the value of what you're offering them. Also, at the time when they do become a customer, have them on your mailing list and ask them if it's okay first and foremost. You don't want to alienate them, and then give them tips and tricks along the way.
Excellent, excellent. Well done. Anybody on this table over here? Yeah?
I think for long term, what we need to do really, shall I stand up? Being in business for about 35 years, prior to becoming an engineer, I found that first of all, you need to, as Moe said, to build up relationships with your customers. We pride ourselves on having built long-term relationships with our customers, that they become like your extended family, and we make them feel like that. And the key to that is to be honest with your customers. Make sure that you give them deals that they can make money out of. You cannot be selfish in business. If you want to do long-term business, sometimes you have to give and take, you have to be flexible. That is very, very important. And sometimes I find that we go to other businesses, they can be very arrogant, they stick to their prices. And if somebody is buying, say, 20 items from you, and say in 3 or 4 items you don't make any money, it doesn't matter, does it? Because you're making money on the rest, but you're making that guy very happy. And that's what we've done through life, is to make sure that when people come in, we greet them, we know their names. And now that we have over 35 years, we've got the people who used to deal with us, their children are dealing with us, and sometimes their grandchildren are dealing with us. So that is very important. And that's because we have built up relationships with them, we've been honest with them, and through hard times.
£50 for charity for that.
Yeah. And through hard times, we're also supporting them. That's very important too. So that's all. I think more actually everything.
Thank you.